Well, oh, okay, I think I fixed it. Sort of? Okay. There was just a slight issue with the mic for a moment, I think. Okay, I think I got it fixed. Apologies if it's being overly sensitive or something. I don't know. Welcome back to another adventure with the USS Independence and Argus Slayer as its captain. Well, he's an admiral, but you get the point. Here we go, continuing our voyages. Also, I've learned something very interesting. All these commands here on the bar I don't need to have them here. They're apparently actually on the weapons screen, like right over here. So, that's good to know, because that opens up more space to my tabs. I don't know why it took me so long to find this out, but I found at least figured it out. That moment when you're a super dingus. Go ahead and help these people. Yeah, run the maintenance. Run all the maintenance. Good thing to do. And confiscate. Confiscate contraband. That's probably a good idea. Okay, I can do these now, so... Huh. Detour of duty is a good one to do. I'll do cruiser along with this shuttle. How's that not enough? Oh, there's attack boost. I see. Okay, fine. Fine, you want to play like that. Here. That'll probably be enough. Some of these are brutal. Like this one here. Yes, I have an eclipse. There's no way that's going to work. Oh, this is not good. There. Okay, that'll do. Now we've taken care of our little errands, so to speak, we can begin the mission. Again, I'm gonna shoot for trying to open the packs during the
You are cleared for docking.
next episode. Whoa, that's a lot of ships. Is that all ships? That'd be a lot of ships. Ooh.
Greetings. On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have. And here, we have the development area.
Huh.
How much do you know about the Krenner, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenner. They're a species of great interest to the collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Yeah.
Fine. But what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Cool. A DeLorean with a force field.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
I don't know if I like the sound of that per se. That's a bit dangerous. That doesn't even sound like that should work.
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporarily shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
Yeah, that could be extremely dangerous to us. How do you know it's not going to misfire and, like, say, blink out the Vulcans or the Klingons and, like, what, have it just automatically that's why you actually want to go back in time yourself and precisely edit things, I would say.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Yes. Many terrible things have come about from the best intentions. Oh, Alan Grant.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
I personally don't think firing a random shot into space-time, or whatever you want to call it, and saying, oh yeah, this erased that, and then not actually knowing yourself, is a very bad idea. I understand the need to wipe out the Iconians, but it'd be better to build a time machine than a firework.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Agent Cray would like a word.
Ah, here they come, the temporal agents. I really don't like them.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project. The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline. Indeed, that should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
Haha, I like that. So the directive is only a directive when it is convenient? Exactly. That's why I don't like these people. They set such uber strict rules, or whatever you want to call it, and then don't even follow it themselves, just to cause like an impression on the others. Sound familiar?
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive.
Yeah, sure.
Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
I'm gonna do my best to help everyone. Not just the stinking temporal agents, not their stinking prime directive, or temporal prime directive. When there's a bad guy, you need to snuff him out. But, yeah, don't be stupid about it, obviously. That's a lot of ships, my word. Look at the amount of ships just a little bit out there. Federation, Klingon, Romulan. That's an impressive gathering. Yeah, exactly.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleets are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising.
Yep.
We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well.
Which is understandable.
We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Wait, why rush it if you're still weeks away from a prototype? I don't understand that. Shouldn't we kind of protect the project until it's ready? That didn't make much sense to me. Just personally. I mean, I don't disagree with striking the Iconians, but I'm a little confused about the suddenness. Ah, come on. Load. Thank you. That's a lot of ships. Oh my word. And yes, if only these factions would have worked together from the start, we would have wasted less time warring with each other and more being ahead in technology. Probably overall wouldn't have been a problem as much. I mean, I'm sure the Laconians would have struck bad still, but gosh, if they had only worked together from the start. Oh boy. This is big battle time. Might as well prep everything. Let's go ahead and put that there. This here. This like that. This here. That's good. Actually, I want that right there. Yeah. Whew.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that's a big battle.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
Oh, absolutely.
This is Kyla Vex from the USS Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
And fire! Bank. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Let's melt them suckers. Alright. Engage. I don't want to get near the battleship first. I prefer to take on the little guy. But it looks like the big one wants to tussle. Shoot, reinforcements. Come on. Uh-oh. No. I don't think so. Woo! Let's get out of there. Ouch. That's okay. Worth it to take that guy out. Let's go. Reverse. Bring that nose around. Woohoo! How we looking? Oh, gotta rescue ships. Can do that. Oh shoot. Didn't know it was time with that. Turn. Whew. Oh no.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
Oh no, that's the Juggernaut.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
Oh no. Oh boy. It's just replaying it again?
We are clear into the gateway.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon
Why did
does not
it
run
repeat?
from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
That was weird.
Alright, people, we've got one shot at this.
Don't play it again, game, please. Ah. Excuse me? I thought we were supposed to retreat, not follow a dreadnought. Okay, fine. Of course it wasn't that simple. Oh dear. Please load it normally. Servers. They just... Eh. It is what it is. Oh, good. It loaded. Yay! This is a bad idea.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Ooh, this is promising. If I'm understanding this right, we might get to control one of those suckers. I'll take that. Ooh.
Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Where? Flying the sucker will be awesome if we do actually get to do that. So, nice Romulan ship. Oh, they're there. We really need to go all out with these guys. Try to take them out quick. Go full power. Just Go for it. Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay. Battleship time. Woo! No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Whoa! Okay, that fell off faster than I thought it would. Systems temporarily offline. Not for long. Oh. Need that shield, need that shield. Whew. Uh-oh. Nope, nope. Gotta help a friend. Oh, I don't think so. Hey, those things hurt. Excuse me? What the heck? Move. Come on. Move. Finally. What happened there? Oh, I don't think so. Okay, you're all gonna die now. That was a weird turn of events. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Whew. They certainly were desperate. That was a lot of battleships. Let's see, how can I upgrade? This is nice. What's this? Control expertise. Yeah. Ooh. Quantum torpedo. It's actually not as good as my other torpedoes. How? What's this? Chronoton. Ooh. Hold on to that for a moment. Okay. Here we go.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
Yeah. I don't actually know how good Chronoton weapons are, but if they're effective against Iconians, all the more reason I like them. Please load properly. It's been good a few times, even at this rate, so I have a feeling it might disconnect. No, it worked again. Nice. Very nice.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams. Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
I like it. Oh, hello there.
Away teams are attacking power junctions. They are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
Awesome. Now that's an away team.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
That's not good.
Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
We saved the Ulans. Okay, so it is this way. Cool.
I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Maybe. Oh. Actually, we'll be happy to make you burn, to be honest. Please stay right there. Shield. Right here. Oh no, I don't like those.
Katara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially. Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald!
Yep. Already on it.
There is another power junction ahead.
Moo. Gotta just make sure my team is all set and ready for this. If we're taking on an Iconian, ooh, we need the power. You know what? Give him this. She's set enough. Set. She is not set. Vulcan Spice Tea for Vulcan. And let's give her shield charge just in case. It's not much, but should help her. Alright. Boys, we hunting an Iconian today. Let everyone catch up. The Uhans or Ulans. And yeah, there you go. Okay. Let me just real quick set up here. Because I have a feeling once we touch these, something's going to spawn in. Come on.
Demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junction.
It's working. She's using her own energy to power the demon.
Nope. Get out of this.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead.
This is going quite well. Everything good still. He used his one thing, so I'll give him field ration.
Another junction just ahead, sir.
Yep, let's go.
If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
Nice. Setting up once again, a little bit more in the center. Here. 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 Alright. Let's go. Nice. I heard those mines go off. That sounds like something a villain would say.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Huh? Okay. I guess we're not fighting in this room. I guess the mines killed her instantly? No, I think that was a glitch.
Four interface junctions.
I think it had a glitch. So let's do it again. I'll leave the mines out this time just to help. Oh gee, what, are you supposed to be generous or something? Get out of there. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Reinforcements on their way.
Okay, let's see. I'll put this here. Someone's down over. So the mortar, and then we put the turret right here. Okay, we got this. Oh no, get out of there, get out of there. That's a bad move. Stay right there. Oh no. This is gonna hurt. Whew! I dodged it just in time. Goodness, is everyone okay? We only have one Klingon left. And I'm guessing they burned through some stuff. Yeah, I figured. Here, have that. Here, take the last shield charge. Take an energy boost. Anyone need a better shield? She needs a better shield. He needs a better shield. That's the best shield I got for her. This is where it gets intense. Okay. You know what? We're actually going to be moving over to this side, methinks. So, gotta set up for that. Generator. Turn. Mortar. Mines. Oh yeah. Over there? Oh dear. Hello. Woo! Mines. Move back, everyone. Please move back. Over here. I have some delicious mines for you. Everyone get out of that, please. That's why I said get out of that. Oh no. I'm trying here. This is very difficult. Come on, boys. Come over and help me. Thank you. Whew. It's hard when your teammates or your away team members are dinguses and just stand there in the explosion letting it happen. And you're like, please get out. And they just stay there. Oh well. Okay. Everyone alright? People need a little bit more intelligence. Let's give them the rapier. And let's go ahead and not be cheap. Exactly, exactly. That's fine. Whew. Alright, we all ready for this last one? Hopefully, don't be too dumb. Let's go. Come on. What you gonna do? She has to walk it out! Woo! Uh-oh. You do it to yourself.
I see clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
Woohoo! One Iconian down, about like 12 more to go. Actually, I don't know how many there are.
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship? I hate to say it, but That might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance. The Heralds will be coming back in force.
That's a lot of broken ships.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
That's a lot of ship debris. Let's get out of here. That's worse than the Picard Borg incident for sure. Dang. There used to be a lot of ships there. See, this is why we shouldn't have struck before the time machine was done.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war.
That was their leader?
The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenum device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. But actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
Creating it creates its own paradox. Erasing the Iconians almost erases its existence for existing. So, like, if you want to talk about paradoxes and every little nitpick thing, then we could be here all day. Nog, Starfleet, whoever wants to discuss that. The point is, the Iconians need to be stopped. I know you don't want to burn the galaxy while doing it, but if there's a few time paradoxes that develop or time irregularities, so what if there's a few duplicates here and there?
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
Exactly. Which is, again, Mr. Cleon, why we shouldn't have sent all that and just an all-out attack. Of course we wouldn't have beaten them. Yes, we were supposed to wait for them.
That is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercore this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
We will defeat them, but it will potentially take risk to the timeline. I think we should switch to chronoton weapons, people. Imagine blasting the ships with a chronoton field or something, and like an energy wave, almost like a chronoton EMP type of thing.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy.
Oh.
I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them.
Not
Captain
quite.
Morgan and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Ooh. Ooh. These are some nice looking stuff. Anti-chronoton infused Tetrion full auto rifle. Cool. Oh, but there's Delta Alliance reinforcements beacon. I plan on going beams with his build rather than cannons, possibly. So, but then again, I don't know what the next. I feel like this one would last me for a lot longer than I'm thinking endgame. Yeah.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight. The research teams in the Kiana system require your assistance. They have been running thousands of temporal incursion simulations of how to use the Krenim weapon. But I need an officer with field experience to evaluate the project and its feasibility. You will participate in a focus test of the most promising options. A blade cuts both ways. We must be sure that what this weapon can do to the Iconians does not cause greater harm to us.
True.
The war continues, and
Oh, it's right here. Okay. First, what is this? A device? Device. Engine, weapons. Ah. Yeah, I'll put that there, and then this, shall go here. There.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Cool. Well, on to the next. If we do hit 20 on those a safe galaxy lockboxes, I will open all 20 to get to the temp op. But if I don't reach 20, I'm probably just gonna stick with the 10 and hope I get it. If I do manage to somehow get a second, I might be willing to trade with someone. Because I wouldn't really need to. Even though, yes, I have other characters. It's all good. Hey, there's the ship!
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anorax in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet. Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines. That was the first simulation we tried. The results were fairly catastrophic. Without the Iconians, the first development of warp technology by other cultures in the Alpha Quadrant is severely delayed, by about 50,000 years. Removing the Iconians would change everything we know. Let me put it this way. In one version, the Day Ones eventually rise to power and conquer most of the Beta Quadrant. They are forced back by the Vulcans, who never embrace logic, and later enslave much of what is now Federation and Klingon space.
Interesting.
I'm not done yet. The Herc never developed warp technology at all, so they never invade Kronos and unite the Klingons as a warrior culture. When the Vulcan Star Empire finds the Klingons in the 22nd century, they were mostly farmers who had made some advances in epic poetry. By the present day in this simulation, the Vulcan Star Empire is locked in a to-the-death struggle with the Dominion. I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not. We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power.
Understandable.
Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival.
Yeah, but that's just delaying the inevitable. Huh. Yeah, it's really interesting when you realize that the Vulcans without the logic scenario that they've chosen actually are more brutal than the Romulans.
Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century.
Interesting.
Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into the current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanae? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now. The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
Sounds fascinating. Besides, holodecks are fun, right?
Hello.
Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war.
Nice.
Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace. The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect, so we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion.
I know, right? Like, first of all, when did we develop the technology to delete stars? I'm sorry. I thought only, like, 2 advanced races could do that. The Iconians, and then also, some, like, 29th century or further weapon that was still advanced for its time.
It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline alteration. This is not your average holo novel.
Clearly. Also, how is there not a repercussion on basically removing stars? Are they talking about somehow making just go bloop out of the blue, or actually blowing them up? Because supernovas are huge. Do we not remember what happened to the Hobus system? Like, what's your plan here? How are you going to remove a star?
Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in the system should be close to current reality.
Sounds like I like the idea of throwing a planet at the Iconians. Trust me, I like that. The only thing I'm concerned about is how would blowing up a star not... Oh well. So where do I go? Do I go up here? Sweet. Oh, here it is. That's a big holodeck. Well, this will be interesting. So my mission is actually a fake one, per se. Like, all the action that'll take place here isn't actually real. Fun! Holodecks can't hurt, though. Exactly. They wouldn't be just affecting one planet. Every planet every comet or piece of space debris, moon, anything that was once relying on that star would throw it into some random direction or other orbit, one would think. But maybe they did think of that. I don't know. This is a Federation ship? Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Red Alert. Hello?
Captain, you're alive. We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured. Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing, and... The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
Interesting.
Sir, I tried to fight them off. Boarding parties. The Gemfin are. We have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth too.
Easy. Things will be alright.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment. Then I'll be ready to fight.
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart. I'll be fine, Captain. Just rather.
Hold on a second. Yeah, that's one of the scenarios that they haven't considered, I feel. What if everybody had just worked together from the start? But I guess that would be more difficult to do, considering even in the current timeline, people have been trying and it still hasn't worked. And the point of what they're doing, I guess, with the time thing is trying to remove something to set everything right. You can't insert something, I guess, to make it right. But it should be a lesson to everyone.
Incoming hail.
This console does not look usable.
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a
Excuse me?
minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
It doesn't seem that good. The Dominion were quite a heavy problem. We could blink them out too, to be honest. Maybe.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions, and we've been able to piece together what happened from those. From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers. Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
Yeah, keep working on it. Wait a second. You said you can delete stars? Why not? No, I guess that can't work. Rather than super back in time, why not just 100 years ago even, blow up the Iconian star? Let that destroy them. But, oh well. I wonder how they're gonna figure this out.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered.
That's an interesting
we plan
idea.
to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur. No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you and that you don't understand, and leave chaos in your wake. Now, you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, does that sound like something someone like you should be doing?
Does it sound like something someone like you should be doing? No one should really have the power to control time. Yeah, I'm not sure that power should be in your hands either.
None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done.
Hey, we didn't make the Iconians.
A solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace. If it safely passes without entering underspace, it can continue on its trip home and bypass the Vaudouar entirely. The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaudouar never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your noses into our business. So, we're attempting to see how the elimination of the Vaudouar will change the formation of the Delta Alliance. You will be a member of the diplomatic team.
True. However, sometimes to save something, you need to sacrifice something else. You just gotta find out what's worth it more, the Iconians controlling everything, or possibly one or two smaller wars, or entire civilizations kind of being lost to a degree. To a degree. And I know that's no pleasant call.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaudouar, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest. Noy funnels that passion to help his people into his work. Perhaps it will change everything. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noy has opened me up to a world beyond my own.
That's really sweet. And yeah. Man, I'm just thinking like, this is why time travel is better than like a race or whatever they're doing.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Like, if we could go back instead, we could give ourselves an earlier upper hand, or maybe make mistakes that we could have otherwise prevented. Heck, what about even going back in time and refixing, or not refixing because it can't be fixed, but retrying, or knowing what we know now, actually almost forcing. No, I guess that wouldn't work. It's difficult to think of, but I still feel like time travel would be better. Here we go. Hey, this is Voyager.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But now, I think he was right. No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle. Eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, And Romulan pragmatism will convince everyone here that the threat is real, and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard, and see how you like it.
I know it's rough, but give a little...
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. I have a commitment to my people and my planet that supersedes any other concerns. We don't need outsiders telling us what to do. If the Talaxians want to talk, they can come to us directly.
Well, they're trying, but you're not listening.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Talaxians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Talaxian space to avoid hierarchy attacks. Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Talaxians strenuously deny.
Ugh, the hierarchy. I don't really like them, and they seem to only be creating more problems.
The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Delta Quadrant is always a hot mess.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports. The hierarchy's surveillance measures are the best in the quadrant, and that's left us more exposed than I would like. We're losing ships. Once or twice we found debris with hierarchy weapon signatures, but they're cautious. It's like they can smell traps. Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari, we have enough to do at the moment without getting into a dispute that doesn't concern us. The hierarchy is harassing our supply lines, and I'm convinced they're behind the losses we've taken over the past 3 months. We're having to double up patrols, which means we're leaving holes the Hazari can slip through. The Malon are a headache we don't need. Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. Good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy.
Hierarchy really sounds like unpleasant.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us what people say about us. Mercenaries. Honorless. Ha! They all deny it, but we know. Now we look out for ourselves.
I can kind of understand that. But you're just trying to make your living. Not always right. You should be a little bit more flexible.
Troublemakers. They make our jobs harder and easier. They watch everyone. We used to trade for information from them, but now they won't sell. If we can capture one of their ships, it's like a treasure hoard of information. Makes hunting bounties real easy. But it's harder to take out their ships. I hear they're getting upgrades. And it's not just their ships. Stories going around about one captain whose arm was ripped off by a hierarchy commander. Used to be they'd run from fights. Now they start them.
Oh, I know what's going on.
What do you want? Fine. Run back to the Benthans. I'll be here if you want to talk business.
The Iconians went to the hierarchy instead, because the Vodwar weren't available.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
See, Iconians are the root problem, not something like the Vodwar. The Vodwar offered the Iconians nothing. The Iconians could have easily just even taken over the Talaxians if they really wanted. That was a useless idea in some aspects. It's like, I can almost understand, yeah, maybe, but again, the Vodwar didn't really give anything to the Iconians. You almost want to go after the Solanae somehow, or definitely the Alachi. I hate them. But it was a bad idea to, not a bad idea, it just wasn't practical to go after the Vodwar directly. That more so was probably a personal interest on that guy to stop the Vodwar. If the Vodwar hadn't been probably pushed by the Iconians, to be honest, even they might have become allies eventually. I mean, I'm sure they're still troublemakers, but...
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had been a better negotiator, you would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy. Then, at least we would have had a chance.
Excuse me, we united everyone against the Vodwar, and they still, everything happened the same. It didn't matter if they united or not. Preventing the devastation of Iconia? I don't think that would have done anything. The Iconians still wanted control, didn't they? Was it really just the destruction of their planets, like the Romulans, that made them so pissy?
This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either. We'll have to try something else.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the Kremlin. Thank you for helping us get this far. We'll keep working.
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on her. I just want to be able to fix all of this. We can't turn back time, but we can change it. Please speak to Gamma Team. Captain Nog thinks very highly of their plan.
So you don't have a proper control of time. Interesting.
Hello. We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the location of Iconia. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site on Denias 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconia will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconians' attention as early as we did. True. But if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off. The program is set for Romulan space. The cause the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference.
Really?
Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the Quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
I like this idea almost most. Or, I had forgotten it was the Iconians. Yeah. We could have... If only the Romulans would really know, like, what we could do to, in a sense, save Romulus and save their empire. Maybe they would have turned good. I only wish. Some way to destroy even the hate of the current Tal Shiar. Okay, I'm not a Romulan, but okay. Howdy. Oh.
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes. If you would be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain, equipment, we need to talk. Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Titan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Silan in the brig and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me? I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Titan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Titan, and we will finally be free.
I like the idea of this, in a sense, like, sure, the Romulan people would still kind of erupt probably in a civil war, but that's not really any different than now. The Star Empire would still be there. Romulus would probably become a major battleground, but a lot of Romulans would still be alive. And there'd be a lot more possibly to join on the good side with the Federation, even the Cleons, who knows. But like... Unity might happen faster. I don't know, I kinda just like this one because I'd like to help the Romulans still. Always sided with the good Romulans. But I smell trap.
Conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers. Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors. Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Titan and his people are terrorists. If you join them, you will share their fate.
Why are they so... oh.
destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they would allow us. I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
Very good. But why are the Tal Shiar always so dumb in every single thing? Oh well. Like, the Romulans don't even seem that bad. It's just the Tal Shiar.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Titan. I'll be proud to join them.
That's good. I kind of like this. I don't know how it solves the... I don't know how it solves the Iconian issue, but I like this for the Romulans.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact.
Yeah, but it's not perfect by any means, because like I said, it doesn't really slow them much. Like, maybe. I don't know.
The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk. The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tal Shiar. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about. The political calculus of the quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
Again, I do like it. I just don't know how it solves the Iconian problem long term.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back.
Oh yeah.
I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. But this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
Yeah. You do not want to try again and again when it comes to time travel or time anything. You do want to just spend the one shot. But
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone.
you would just have to rebuild
There's
it.
still hope. Even in this other reality, Titan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs.
Yeah. New Romulus, that planet would still be around if you really want to rebuild on something else. It impacts the Republic, but it impacts all of Romulans. Probably the most of all.
The simulation specifically mentioned Titan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Titan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. more people who have had enough of the Tal Shiar's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more.
Exactly.
If Datan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible. Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
What happens to the Remans? Probably the same thing. The Romulan Republic wanted them. Datan, he's the big player in this. Datan wants the Remans to also be brought up and no longer be slaves to the Romulan people, like they were for so many years. He wants to find equality with that and also a new home for, or freedom. He's a good being. He is a freedom fighter, and I'm sure the Federation would step in with the Romulan Republic as well. And who knows? Maybe we can even, maybe through this action, like she said, millions more Romulans, Remans, throughout the entire quadrant would be fed up with Sela and the Tal Shiar and be willing to join for freedom. Even if they don't want to join the Federation directly, who knows? I think that it would be like a redo of what they have had to do so far, but at the same time, they might have even better chances now. Yeah, I think the biggest hidden catch is this doesn't. I don't see how the Iconians would really be that delayed. Yes, they wouldn't be. Supposedly, for some reason, they wouldn't be quite as pushed to invade. But at the same time, isn't their plan all along to invade, or no? That's my concern, is will this delay the Iconians by 10 years? 10 weeks? Or 1,000 years? I don't know. But we're about to find out if this even works. The machine could fail, which is not inspiring.
Target acquired and locked. Activating weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
So they went with it. Oh my.
Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Oh no.
Yes, I think we have a problem.
Borg! Blast the Borg!
I expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
This is the whole stinking Borg armada, it feels like. Actually, I'll take impulse and turning.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need to fix this. Borg ships decloaking. Red alert.
Oh. That's not good.
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone technology velocity?
Yes. I'm sorry, Romulans, but it seems like everybody likes your cloaking tech. Ah, they're shield leaders, as always. That's not good. Nice. They're still...
I'll keep the Krenim ship well out of Borg sensor range while you go in and find out what happened. Hurry. More Borg will be arriving soon. I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry. The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time down there before you're unprotected. If that happens, this will be your
I don't like the sound of that. Oi. That's very true. That's very true. That could have happened. Or because the Tal Shiar messed with Borg so much that it invaded them, and then they were able to take over the Republic. Or not even, they probably didn't even take over the Republic, but because Sela liked to mess with Borg so much, if they maintained Romulus would have been assimilated very quickly, because Sela would have made that her capital still. I'm sure she would have. This is why the Tal Shiar are idiots. You don't play with Borg tech. And there's a disconnect. The really sucky thing is with the footholds.
We need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe. Our focus is on restoration. There is a computer node in this area of the unit matrix that should have what we need. Find the node and download all the data you can from the point where we made our incursion. That should help us find out how to fix this.
Gotcha. I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, there was a Tal Shiar complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. I thought I was getting my home back, but now the Borg have taken it all away. This is like losing Romulus all over again. The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet. All our people. They're born.
Very sad to see. But I blame Sela, because I know somehow, some way, she was involved with this.
I can't believe we were so wrong.
We weren't exactly wrong, we just didn't consider Sela's stupidity. Good thing is we still have the board adaptive.
Cover me. I'll override the door controls.
Gotcha. Oh, they adapted from Switch. Adapt to mine, suckers.
Got it. We have to find a way to make this right.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Resistance is futile.
There. That's the access node console we need.
Because I have a feeling something's gonna happen.
Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming board! When we lost the family, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
Ouch, excuse me? Weird. Oh, I don't think so. Aha! Clever. Not clever enough.
science, but it's been completely assimilated. Akiv?
Ooh, told you, Sela. Thankfully, the Borg seem pretty weak today. Man, that's really good body armor.
Looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. They adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to lose Romulus.
No, don't think about that. Let's go. Too bad. Honestly, I wasn't expecting them to shoot into this timeline that quickly, or that attempt of it. What could they have gained in the Delta Quadrant?
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
More Borg on the way. Borg decloaking.
Really? Quit stealing my shield. Ha! That's one of the greatest things I've ever heard a Romulan say. On the bright side, my ship can take all of you. Rocket probes.
Targeting the transport network.
Fire the weapon, now!
The Borg are gone. So is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're
What?
gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shield.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up. When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love it.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is, odd to find personal logs I don't remember making. Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
Messing with time always comes with a heavy cost.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more. It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this. Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
Mm-hmm. Removing something is a bad idea. What about placing something, perhaps?
We put so much hope into using the Krenim technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations, as well as any other option open to us. I have to have faith that we will find a way to defeat the Iconians.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly,
Excuse me?
You made a mistake somewhere. I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate it.
Pal. Oh ho ho, pal. Let's get out of here.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Krenim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to consider all of our alternatives.
Ooh, what's this? Chronoton torpedo launcher. Ooh, with a great accuracy rating and critical chance. I love the look of this torpedo launcher. The chance for reduced flight speed and turn rate is phenomenal. Whoa, anti-chronoton infused Tetrion. That's a powerful turret. What? Beam array. I might have to go with this. But then again, this one does come with a 20% accuracy rating. No, I'm going with this one. They're all delicious, but
Congratulations. And all of our
we do get a ship. Never mind. It's just because we hit 4 pips. Let's see. Could be useful to have abilities to change route for. Because currently we have... Well, we have two of these. Two of those. Hmm. Wait a second, yeah, we changed it so he can actually... There. There we go. We like our Tamara. I guess I could use more science abilities, so I'll just take that one. Oh boy.
One way or another, the war ends today. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defense. And perhaps, if we are fortunate, we will be able to turn back time.
Oh. Oh my.
The war continues, and
It's the big fight. Really? Maybe. Good thing it's gonna be saved till next time. Because I'm just gonna clean up a few things here and probably call it there. I like that. Yeah. I'm definitely putting this on the ship. That's amazing. Oh, I can delete that. Sweet, more training manuals. Well, it doesn't look like we also hit 20 safe galaxy crates. However, I still might end up opening them all. Like I said, I really do want the temporal ops ship, and the exciting thing is we'll open those before we begin the last battle, or if it's the next battle, midnight or whatever. So hopefully we'll be rocking into that mission with that ship, but we'll have to see. It's been a long road. I kid. Well, it has been interesting. The missions are long, but the Independence, despite not being even a T5U ship, I believe that's what they're called, is holding its own. But we are Flow 55 now, and I have a feeling that our ship's gonna start to really feel the pain. She's a beauty, but she's not quite built, I don't think, for high level stuff. Then again, it's not bad. 4 in the front, 4 in the back. It is actually pretty solid tier all around. The amount of consoles. Well, but we'll have to see. That'll be it for now. Y'all take care and stay hydrated.